Okay, well, hi. My name is Mia, and I just took a DNA test, and it turns out I'm 100% stupid. Anyways, this is a makeup look that I decided to do because we just don't have enough makeup tutorials on the internet. I mean, it's not like there are literally thousands of beauty gurus on the internet making videos that are of higher quality than mine and making millions from it. But I decided to throw my hat into the ring. Okay, not really. I didn't do this because I wanted to start like a makeup channel because God, I don't need that in my life. I got a new camera and I just wanted to test it out and I wanted to see how the zoom worked and how well it focused. So that's why I did this. It looks really bad. This is not a good makeup tutorial. Like if you're doing your makeup for the first time, don't follow this tutorial at all. Find something else. This is not good. But yeah, this is what I did. It's like an olive green eye that's great for any occasion, parties, weddings, funerals, going to work. That's my cat meowing, so I think that's a sign that I should just shut up.
Okay, so you're gonna start off by brushing your eyebrows into whatever shape it is that you like to do your eyebrows. I'm not you, so you get to do whatever you want. I'm brushing them into not really a shape. I'm not really a committed person. I'm not strong enough to do like a fully straight brow or a fully arched brow. I'm a makeup coward is what it boils down to, and then I'm just filling it in with an eyebrow pencil. Um, and I realized that I look like Mike Wazowski right now. And alright, and we're back, and I'm using a Morphe eye primer. I can't wait for the day that I inevitably sell my soul to Morphe Cosmetics, and I have my own little 10% discount code. It's a day I really look forward to, but honestly, I just needed an eye primer. This was the only one Ulta had that was cheap, so I was like, whatever, I'll take it. And I'm just going to put it on my eyes, and honestly, it's a fine eye primer. I don't own any of their eyeshadows or any other products, but the eyeshadow primer, I think it's fine, okay? I have no ill will towards it. And the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to be using this eyeshadow palette by Pacifica, and you can see how short my nails are, and I'm really only using 3 shades. I'm using the 2 browns and that chartreuse, I guess is what you would call it. So the next thing that I'm doing is I am packing that chartreuse all over the lid, and I just got an email that I really don't care about. So that's great. And I'm just packing the chartreuse all over just the eyelid itself. And it looks really bright, but that's where this sort of olive bronzy eyeshadow comes in, and every time I do this eyeshadow look, it looks like a mess, but like this time it like really looks like a mess, and I'm also really ticked off that you can't actually see what I'm doing because I was trying to look into the camera but also look into my mirror and it just didn't work. But yeah. So basically, look like you're giving yourself a black eye. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't like how this looks, and then try and wipe it away to no avail. I ended up pulling out a makeup wipe to get that bit in the inner corner because it was really ticking me off. As you can see by that face, I wasn't very happy. I was like, you know what? Sad faces are relatable to the youth. I'm gonna make a sad face to show that I am unhappy with how this eyeshadow looks. So I wiped off that eyeshadow with a makeup remover wipe, so I just put on some more green and then some more olive because I took off some of the eyeshadow that I didn't actually want to take off, and then I thought, oh wow, this looks bad, maybe if I like blend it a little more it'll look better. Spoiler alert, it didn't. It didn't help at all. But now I'm taking a lighter brown shade. Not like you can see it, thank you. I'm taking a lighter brown shade and I'm putting that on the outer corner using a sort of fluffy brush. And I'm doing that on the other side of my eye because I want my eyeshadow to look the same on both sides. So now it's not focusing, but that's an eyeliner brush, and I'm just using a darker brown shimmery eyeshadow to line my eyes. I know this is a lot of shimmery shades, but you know what? It's my face. I'll do what I want to do with it. And what I want to do is put on a bunch of eyeshadow as eyeliner and then have it get stuck in my contact lens as... Okay, for some reason the lighting looks really blue. I don't know how that happened, but I promise it will go back to normal. I'm just curling my eyelashes for now. But this does kind of look like I'm in a weird horror movie, you know, like one of those psychological thrillers where there's a blue light on everything. Yeah. Does anybody else find that when they curl their eyelashes, it makes their contact, like, get out of focus on their eye if you wear contact lenses? Anyways, yeah, so I totally forgot to say, I'm putting on mascara. That's it. Okay, so the eyelashes I wanted to use ripped, so I ended up putting on another pair, and I just cut that whole part out because it was so tedious to watch, and it was like 8 minutes of really nothingness, and you're gonna see what they look like in a second. You're not just gonna look at my wall and my dresser and my bookshelf. Oh wow, there she is. Great. Okay, now I'm putting primer all over my face. This is a primer by e.l.f. and I like it. I think it's similar to a moisturizer. It's not really one of those pore filling types. I don't really like the pore filling types of primers. It just sort of, it doesn't really feel like anything on my skin. Now I'm putting the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation all over my face, and I am moving a hair out of the way because even though I pulled my hair back, for some reason, it's still stuck in my face. I guess I'm just really bad at tying my own hair back. Now I'm just putting concealer underneath my eyes. Count the times I say or all right in this video. And I am aware that I forgot to put foundation on my forehead, but I'm going to do that. You don't need to worry. Okay, so now I'm just putting concealer over any acne or other discolored spots on my face, and then I'll blend it out. Okay, bring out your markers and crayons, kids, because it's a drawing time. I'm going to draw a bunch of brown lines on my face so that I don't look as much like an egg, but just like a chiseled egg or something. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just using a cream contour stick. I look so unhappy in this video. Like, really, I'm rewatching this for the voiceover, and I'm like, you look absolutely miserable. You wanted to do this. Why do you look so unhappy? Don't give me that look, girl. You brought yourself into this. Alright, now I'm just going to blend in that contour and look absolutely miserable while doing it. Cool, cool, cool! It's highlighting time! I'm trying to make this voiceover as interesting as possible. But yeah, I'm just putting highlighter on my cupid's bow and my nose, and a little bit on my forehead, because it didn't look greasy enough. So there you have it. I will end up putting some on my cheekbones, just not right now. So now I'm putting bronzer over the contour. I'm leaving on the concealer underneath my eyes because I like for it to, this sounds weird, I like for it to sort of set and solidify underneath my eye before I blend it in. I just find that I get a lot less creasing that way. But yeah, I'm just putting powder bronzer over that contour. And the bronzer is by Wet n Wild, so very affordable. Alright, I'm finally blending in my concealer. So yeah, just blend away, and then I like to put a powder on right away. I just find that that helps prevent most creasing. I will say that I do tend to get really watery eyes, so sometimes my eyes will water and then it'll just like drip off all of my hard work, covering up any dark circles. But on days when my eyes decide to not be sad and weepy and teary for no apparent reason, they look pretty good, and my concealer doesn't crease. But sometimes when my eyes do water, it'll like come off in these weird chunks, and it looks so weird and so gross. Okay, but with that story time over, I'm finally putting powder on underneath my eyes, and you can kind of see the powder flying out there. It was a little MAC sample powder, so I just sort of use it to set my under eyes because it's not really big enough for me to justify using it all over my face. But I just use it for underneath my eyes and then, sometimes for touch-up areas, but very rarely. Now I'm just putting on some blush. I wish I could remember which blush this was. I think it was from NYX. I think it was a NYX ombre blush. I'm not exactly sure though. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I prefer an orangey toned blush. I think that pink toned blushes can sort of tend to look like really weird and like you're a doll or some sort of like child star from the 1920s, and that's not really the look I'm going for. And yeah, my blush is kind of heavy handed. I think I kind of started the whole e-girl heavy handed blush trend, but I'm not really seeing any royalties from that. So if any e-girls want to send me a royalty check for inventing overdone orangey toned blush, hit me up. Oh, and now I'm finally putting highlighter on my cheekbones, like I said I would. So I kept my promise. Yay! Alright, so I'm moving on to lining my lips. I'm just using a pencil lip liner. I think it was by Rimmel for a sort of nude look, nude lips, vibrant eye. This eye look isn't really all that vibrant. And then my dad called me to remind me to clean the cat box. So as soon as I was finished with this makeup, I had to clean the cat box and feed the cat and do a bunch of stuff like that. But then I applied a NYX, I think it was called a lip cream, and it's just this shimmery nude color, which I think is nice because it doesn't say too much or too little. It's perfectly mediocre. So we are back in Mike Wazowski mode, and I'm putting a nude eyeshadow pencil on my inner corner and underneath my bottom lash line. It's really weird when I'm recording this. I'm like doing the hand motions on what I'm doing, so I like took my finger and went underneath my eye, or I mimicked like putting on whatever. And I'm putting the highlighter in my inner corner because I think using the same highlighter in your inner corner as you use on the rest of your face is just a nice way to help tie in your eye look just a little bit more. And I am taking that bright chartreuse color and I'm lining my lower lash line with it because I just like how it looks. So there. And I think it helps balance out the eye look and tie everything together. And this looks so bad from this. I swear I've done it better before. I think it was just the fact that I was looking into the camera and then looking into the mirror and then trying to make sure that you could see what was going on in the camera that made this look so bad. Alright, and not finally, there's still a couple more steps, but I'm just putting on the same mascara that I used on the top lashes on the bottom lashes, and yeah, it kind of got streaked on my skin, but you know what? Like I said in the intro, this isn't a very good makeup tutorial. I just wanted to do this to test out how my camera worked. Okay, we are out of Mike Wazowski mode, and I'm just putting on some setting powder. I'm not sure if I can say Mike Wazowski. I don't know. Am I going to get in trouble for that? But I'm just putting on setting powder. It's the Coty Airspun Loose Powder because I saw a bunch of beauty gurus use it, so I was like, I should use it too. And you know what? It's actually pretty good. It's a pretty good product, and I'm just putting it all over my face. Okay, so I realized that I didn't actually film an outro for this, but I just decided to show a picture of what this makeup should, in theory, look like. In this picture, I did use a different lip color and eyelash, but everything else is the same. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys a better version of this look because I feel really bad about it. I feel really bad that this is like my first real YouTube video, but I just wanted to dip my toes in and I thought, I did all this stuff, so let's just plow through it, make this video, and see what happens. But if you watched this whole thing, thanks. I don't know why you would. This wasn't very good, but thank you.